quick, just because I basically I'm gonna re-describe it in terms of like how the story works. So, um, well, I think this will get more elaborate once like there's more characters, and then like I make things that, like deliberately go into the story, and I start to play around with it. Um, but this guy, so he sells banana phones. So, on terms of how I made it, I just did a flat plane and whatnot. But this guy right here, his name's Steve, and he sells. He has a baseball cap, and then he sells bananas. I should have done. Now that I think about it, I should have done. What is it? Like I should have had a sign here on pricing, because it's kind of like my thought was this guy's kind of sketchy, and he doesn't. Like I wanted him to be a sleazy salesman. That's why I tried to get the eye like this, and I tried to like warp his hand, and I thought he was gonna be like taking money and doing an exchange, but it didn't kind of play out like that. I also had an image of like um like I had an image of like dude like drawing. Oops, that looks cool. Whatever. Um, I had an image of like having like this off to the side like that, and then this would be like the elephant like holding a banana to show that the thing got it, but or it could have been money because that would have been made more sense because he's like, hey, I got money, get me a banana because he needs to call somebody, right? I just put it in the words instead. Um, I think it still gets the point across. Um, but in terms of like things that is like uncertain, it's like who the elephant is calling, why the elephant got picked to go find Dexel, um, and kind of why he has to go to this banana guy because he said send a banana, but then whoever he's talking to didn't send a banana. He had to go buy his own banana phone. So this is the question, right? So then the question is, what am I going to do tomorrow to add to that kind of story? So Dexel's gone. They don't know where he is. They went to where he was before and then called somebody. We don't know who that person is. And then now he's going around and asking people if they've seen Dexel, just anybody that's kind of around, and he's trying to find him. And it seems like he doesn't know where he's going. And then he goes in, sees this guy, and he's like, perfect banana phone. Because the other one got too ripe and he ate it. Because with the phones, they ripen as you use them. So you only get so many uses out of them. It's a ripen as you go phone. But you get eat it afterwards. So it's a pretty low price, but there's no sense in buying multiple sets unless you need to give it to people, right? So, but yeah. It's pretty good. So that's, and then now another question is, where does he go afterwards? What did he do? What happens in this next phone call? Do we get the phone call next? Do we go to another place? Because I do have some more submissions and I can go from those. So that's another option too. I just don't know where the story is going to go next. So, but what I'll do is I'll make this a video and maybe ask people. So I'm going to put it up on YouTube. And if you know or you think that there'd be a good idea of like what to do next, or if I'm not kind of seeing an angle, you can throw something in, or even a past character. The one rule is every single episode, every single day, we need to add in a new character into the story. So there's a big challenge requirement because like I can't have the banana guy and the elephant dude just chatting it up without another person entering into the conversation. I just can't do it. Well, I can do it, but it has to be separate from that. Like I have to have whatever happened, conversation happens, and then an OC has to come in. So as I make this more and more elaborate, I'm eventually going to get into things like full comic strips where you go on Instagram and you swipe and there's an image and an image and an image and an image, and at the end, a new guy shows up every single day. That would be cool. Well, not. I don't know if I can do that every single day. Like, probably, you know what? Maybe if I drew out the whole thing, I could draw just like one piece of paper, just kind of sketching through like a bunch of stuff, and then and then just kind of like introducing a new person. But the problem is the text on it's gonna be tough. Like I could do text bubbles. I could just go into comic strips. It could go right into comic strips from this. I should start uploading onto. Damn. The problem is the more places I start to upload, the harder and harder it gets. Because it's like, okay, so right now to upload, it takes me about like 15 minutes, right? To make it, it takes me an hour, right? So if I make it, like I can make it in like. The other thing too, I could just lower the resolution of stuff. So like, did I really need to add color? It kind of helps, right? Right? So if I want to make it a narrative thing, if I switch to black and white, and then I can do stuff like cover art once a month or something like that. Like I can integrate it and I can just make a comic strip from OCs once a day. Yeah, wheels are turning. Yeah. This is a possibility too. Well, we'll see where it goes because I don't know the story. I have a story I want to tell, but other than the story I want to tell, there's just not enough stuff. There's a lot of missing pieces. So my thought is, if I ask people what they want me to draw, those will just fill the missing pieces, and then I'll find a structure in that, and then I can tell the story that I want to tell, and probably other people will be able to share stuff and share their stories through my stories, because they can like say what a character says, and then I'll just write that in there, because I think that'd be cool. But yeah, so take a look at my stories and whatnot. Actually, how about this? So what I'm gonna do is every single day. Actually, no, because I'm not. I have a texting platform, and I think it'd be awesome if people could text me and collaborate with me on that. But Instagram just feels so much better because you get the images with it, right? It's easier for a response thing, right? But to just text narrative, that is a better system because I can reply easier and I can do one-on-one communication, right? So if you text me, I'll be checking it every day. I need to create a notification because when I get text on community, it doesn't like ping me. Yeah, I need to just check every day because it doesn't give me any notifications, which is frustrating. But anyways, I will head out. So yeah, so my number is 613 902 1470. So it's 613 902 1470. If you like the plot so far, it's very early, right? So and we're gonna go and revamp through all of this eventually. So it's gonna be interesting because we get to it's I have ideas for major plot themes, and the more people add to it, the more interesting it's gonna get when it like happens again, when it like refigures, and when like things kind of get different and warped, and it's gonna get interesting. So we'll figure it out. But for now, I will see you guys tomorrow. So.